This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. If you don't know by now, Anchor is the easiest way to record your podcast and get it out to your listeners. Anchor allows for you to record from anywhere using your web-enabled device like computer or smartphone. It has built-in creation tools to make editing and presenting your episodes a breeze. And when you're finished, Anchor distributes your podcast for you so you can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many more podcast platforms. Anchor even allows you to make money from ads like this one, no matter the size of your audience. And the best part about it all is it's absolutely free. Anchor is the easiest way to start your podcast. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Do they now?
Think about it. Like, how many great sitcoms have cold opens?
A lot, actually.
Exactly. Like, one of my favorite shows that does cold opens perfectly, believe it or not, is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I used to love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just like I love listening to the Second Turnbuckle Podcast. Welcome. We were just talking about cold opens for the podcast, and we actually use that to have a cold open. See what I did there?
No, that's perfect. That was good.
Well,
real recognize real.
Real recognize real. You know, we do our best here at the Second Turnbuckle Podcast. All right, who is joining me today?
Well, you already know what it is. It's the champ, still holding the belt after the horror show and terrible show that was Extreme Rules.
But hold on,
Captain Styles.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Not be with us today.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold. So you guys go 1-on-1 for the belt at SummerSlam.
Yes, we do.
It wasn't on the line for the horror show. My thoughts on the horror show are on the midweek episode. I think it was terrible. I feel like we should have had some Scooby-Doo-esque shit on the horror show, but we didn't.
Honestly, we should have had WrestleMania Part 2 if we're going to do a horror show in the middle of July, which they should have waited till October. But
which is
like, why would they waste that on a July pay-per-view?
I don't know, man.
I just wanted like some super hokey, like you take the mask off of Braun Strowman and it's actually Vince McMahon.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Oh my goodness.
And I wouldn't have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
What I gotta say, this is such good shit.
It's not good shit. he got caught, so it can't be good shit.
No, it's good shit because it's still making him money.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's always good shit in his eyes.
But it's like, I feel the bar fight should have happened at like this haunted. The whole thing should have taken place in like a swamp mansion. The bar fight should have happened in like the bar of the swamp, and then other matches should have happened in other places. There should have been a ghost, like the ghost of Stephanie McMahon's wrestling career, or something like that.
Oh my God!
You know what was the real horror of that show?
What?
The fact that Dave Meltzer gave multiple matches on that card a 4-star and then just underrated the shit out of Slammiversary. As if Slammiversary wasn't the better pay-per-view in every aspect.
It was the better wrestling show of the weekend. It
really was.
Damn.
They sent that man a check.
They really did. Like, they had to have, because Slammiversary was nuts.
Like, they had to have sent that man a check.
And it's crazy though, because like I was gonna go to sleep and just like everything, because it was late. It was late where I was at when Slammiversary was on, and I had been up all day. So the minute that was the day we recorded the last episode, correct?
Yeah.
So it was like right after the podcast, I was already tired. So you get to the end of the night, and it's just notification. I'm just like, what the hell's going on? I look at it and just Slammiversary is like, oh, return, crazy upset, return. I'm like, all right, I got to stay awake a little bit longer and see how this plays out.
Okay.
It's just, it was such a fantastic show because like I was lucky enough to catch snippets of it as it was going on and then actually watch the pay-per-view the day after. So just being able to watch TNA enter its renaissance, because I honestly believe that this is where they're going. This is TNA's renaissance. It's Impact's renaissance.
I
This
mean,
is when they're showing you exactly where they excel. And the only thing that I hope and I pray that they do is bring back the original ring. Please.
the six-sided ring, yeah.
Bring back the six-sided ring.
The six-sided popsicle?
Oh my goodness. That ring was one of the defining factors of Impact. And honestly, there's no other way to put it than I hope that they do their best. And speaking of impacts, we can talk about today's topic, which is part 2 of the Undertaker retrospective and his impact on the wrestling world.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
I see what
like
you did
that.
there.
Thank you very much.
Nice little transition. Nice.
Denzel, you just add like little pieces of useless nothing to the podcast 3 times. I like that. I like that a lot. I see what you did there. You sound like a Tony Baker voiceover.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
He's out here living lavishly. See what you got to do is you got to dip your hands in. You got to get the moisture.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. I like that.
What's going on? Oh, geez.
You guys have never seen Tony Baker comedy?
Oh my God!
I gotta put you on that after this podcast.
Yeah, you
yes you do.
You gotta Tony Baker's comedy.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh.
I like what you did there. I see what you did there.
See what you did there, Playboy.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand, the Undertaker, guys. We're just gonna do what we didn't do last episode. I don't think we're gonna stretch this out to 3 episodes because I asked the rest of the contributors to help out 2 weeks ago, and the only one to respond was Mike, but he's been on both episodes so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if this is the podcast right here, minus the captain, the captain isn't here today. The captain had to go be the captain of the captainship. I don't. He's actually being a captain.
He's sailing away, just like his hopes of getting this belt. But it's okay.
Ow.
It's quite all right. You already know I'm going for the longest reign in the Second Turnbuckle Podcast's history. And I will remain champion for the rest of eternity if I need to, because everybody else in this podcast, compared to me, are scrubs.
Okay. Talk your shit, champ. Talk your shit. I mean, no one else can say that they've done anything, because the only other champion is really down there, way down there. He's next to Mike. They're chilling in the.
They chilling at the bottom of the ladder. This is the upper echelon. This is Top Guy Management Group.
This is Management
what we do.
So remember that last week when that one person across the street was playing drums?
Yeah.
I think they're having another band rehearsal today. It's really bothering me because they don't sound good. They don't sound good. And even through these real nice studio monitoring headphones with passive noise cancellation that the new sponsor was kind enough to get for me personally, which we'll probably announce that at the end of the episode. I think it's about time we announce that. What you say, champ?
Yeah, I say we go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. But we'll hold off on that.
There's no time like today, you know.
Yeah, and we're gonna hold off on that till the end of the episode. Yeah, I can still hear it. They don't sound good. They didn't get that record deal.
They trying.
See, that's why they're on the street.
No, they're
trying to work on. They're trying to work on the skill to get to the record deal.
And that's the thing I don't get. They're in an apartment.
That's okay though.
No,
you gotta respect the art, you know.
No, I'm calling the authorities on them, and I'm telling them that not only are they not social distancing, but they have no masks on.
Oh, why you gotta do this like that?
Jay said that his ears need some social distancing from their terrible play.
From the playing. Anyway,
Said,
guys.
send them 4 blocks over.
Guys, I'm about to restart this match as a tag team match, players.
Wow.
Yes.
See what you did there.
Which is my favorite era of The Undertaker, if I haven't touched on it already in the last episode. The Teddy Long era of The Undertaker. Listen, if you think you're having a bad night now, you're going to go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Ugh. I feel like those were the worst words anybody could hear on that roster. Because, you only got The Undertaker when you was messing up.
Mm-hmm.
You only got The Undertaker when you was acting out. Undertaker was everybody daddy. Let's be real. He fathered everybody on that roster.
This is true.
Everyone.
And I just love the way he came out all smooth with the suit, with the Teddy Long bounce. Y'all remember the Teddy Long bounce?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone remember the Teddy Long bounce.
I'm doing it right now, but y'all can't see it.
We can hear it, though. We hear that chair.
No comment.
It's like he's pushing the floor down, and the chair didn't make no noise. I don't know what that was.
I heard some squeaks.
Ain't no squeak.
I heard that squeak.
This is a solid chair. This is a church chair. Anyway,
they can't mess with those church chairs. They be solid as a church house.
They're sturdy.
Sturdy.
This is where the building fund go, to the church chairs.
The building can be broke down and dilapidated, but this chair gonna be nice.
Nice.
All right, y'all ain't playing. We got to get that comfort.
Right, you're gonna be sitting in it for 4 hours. But anyway,
right.
Listen, that was like pinnacle Undertaker for me. You're going one-on-one with the Undertaker, and it might be because that was like when I was young and I didn't have bills and responsibilities. That could be the case.
In all honesty, though, that was probably one of the best cheap pops of that era of WWE. Because it was such an easy way to get a pop. Because, hey, it was Undertaker, and also it was Teddy Long forcing somebody to go into a match with the Undertaker.
One-on-one with the Undertaker.
Instantly makes everybody happy.
So I think it was that one episode where JBL gave Shannon Moore the open championship opportunity.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the last one.
I think Teddy Long comes out and he's like, "You're about to go one-on-one with the Undertaker," and he never said it was always
the Undertaker.
There was never no there.
Well, you got to be honest. He never really did like dropping the ER.
Wait, hey, y'all remember that Teddy Long heart attack angle?
I saw a clip of it.
I remember Teddy Long getting multiple heart attacks in different fashions, like when he hopped in the limousine.
Oh, Undertaker was driving.
On down. Buckle up, Teddy.
Wait, no. He
when he got married.
No, it's the married one where he just grabs his hearts and grabbed his chest and just falls over. Terrible acting.
Hey, look, terrible acting, but you got to give him props for that plank. He just hit the floor. Flat.
I know it hurt.
He said no protection. He said we're gonna do this live. He hit the mat. Said it's gonna hurt for a second. But we're gonna be good.
Speaking of things that hurt for a second and we were eventually good, let's talk about Undertaker and his loss to Roman Reigns.
Woo-wee! All right.
So hold on, real quick. Let me set this up. So I know
set it up.
We covered the Brock Lesnar loss.
Yes.
And that was the one that really hurt. The most.
That was the end of the streak.
Yeah. So, but this one is you just coming around after the wound is scabbed up a little bit and just ripping it off.
Ugh. But I got a controversial take.
Okay.
That is honestly the best thing that could have happened.
To who?
To everybody
involved. Okay,
that was
explain.
The best situation, because let's talk about first the biggest issue, which was Undertaker's health. That loss allowed him to take the time off and get all the corrective surgery he needed.
It was only one surgery.
Was it? It was only one surgery, but it got fixed. and he is in much better shape now.
So
True.
And
like I think
hold on.
Damn.
Let me finish this out real quick. Finish this one out. Everybody assumed that Undertaker losing to Roman Reigns was going to be just, the upper brass making Roman Reigns the number one guy. Like that was the only reason. But honestly, if that was their plan, it was the best option.
Okay.
Because the Undertaker, his days were already limited in the ring. You know?
Yeah.
And if you're going to cement your biggest star, the person you want to, push up to the upper echelon, whether it happens at that moment or later in the future, it was still the best option to let him take that win off of Undertaker and add that to his resume.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, the loss was Taker's choice anyway. Like, hey, I'm going to lose to Roman, and he just called it out, and I'm going to get healed. So either way, nobody lost in that, and the fans, whether they liked it or not,
they hated it.
They hated it, but they got a kick out of it. All right, they were talking about it, and that's what mattered.
No. Let me talk to you. So I do agree with you there. Undertaker did get to go get his hip replaced, and it wasn't a bunch of medical correction that needed to be done. However, the medical correction that got done needed to get done, because when you have especially something in your lower body and it doesn't work right, it puts pressure, like unneeded pressure, and work on the other one because it's not working right.
Yeah.
So because my hip's not working, my knees hurt because I have to compensate, right?
Exactly.
And so like it wasn't like one thing. It wasn't a bunch of things, but it was one thing that made a bunch of other things a lot better.
Yeah.
Because y'all saw like was it titanium, whatever the metal was, the ball in socket when the doctor spun it and it just kept spinning like spinning rims back in 2004.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so he needed that, and it affected his quality of life. However, I probably said this last episode, I'm gonna say it again. If we're gonna let the Undertaker lose, why didn't he lose to Roman with the streak on the line? That's what I would have wanted to see.
He didn't win to Roman with the streak on the line because he got concussed and lost it to Brock.
But you could have worked around that.
You could have worked around it, but there was really nothing you could do about it because it was already counted and it was cemented in the books. I'm not going to talk about past events. I'm talking about what happened at that event and what preceded it.
So, yeah, I get it. I also think that you could have had more story when Undertaker came back to assist Roman with Dolph and McIntyre.
Yeah, absolutely. You could have had far more story in that. And I want to say that's the fault of the WWE writers and Vince. And it's just, they just didn't have anything planned. They just set it up. Hey, Undertaker's here to help out Roman. It was kind of the exact same thing with The Rock coming out and raising Roman's hand and trying to get him over.
Well, I think at that point, Roman was doing a pretty good job of being over himself because that was after the whole cancer thing. What happened?
Apologize, cut out there for a second. I would say that the thing is that Roman doesn't need anything to get himself over. The person behind the character is enough to get him over. And it's time the WWE recognizes that, is that you just need to let him be himself. If you let him be himself, he's probably going to be one of the most suave and cool wrestlers on the roster.
Well, I think they did need a little to get him over. Some wrestlers just need a little push, Like
I feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like, of course, every wrestler needs a little push to get over, but the thing about pushes is that once you push the bird out of the nest, you have to allow that bird to fly. You can't assist it the entire way, or it's never going to learn.
But that's the thing. Like, so everything is subjective, right?
Of course.
So you give Roman the heel push or the face push, and it doesn't work, and the people want to boo him. So why not instead of trying to save the baby bird by sending The Rock out or sending the Undertaker out, how about you just change the baby bird's way of flying? So I could be a good heel if everyone wants to boo me already, and it's not like a boo, get this shit off my screen. It's like, boo, I don't like you because you're what people are telling me to like, and I don't like being told what to do.
Exactly. It's a rebel's cry. And it's easy to say that, yeah, that's the best way to do that. And of course, like, Roman being heel is what everybody wants. Because we're already booing him. So why not just push forward a little bit more and allow us to just fully embrace that, embrace the hate,
Embrace the
in
hate.
the world's most terrible storylines. But like, why not embrace that and allow him to be heel?
And stick him with
And
the
it's kind
authority.
of impossible. I'll be honest with you. At this point, it's impossible to hate somebody that's beaten cancer not once but twice. Probably more than that if
I mean, technically, the way cancer works is he's beating cancer every day.
Exactly. So it's like, it's impossible to boo him at this point. Because it's like, yes, Roman Reigns is the corporate shill. But Joe, the Samoan named Joe, you can't hate him.
Father of the year?
Father of the year?
Yeah.
You can't hate him.
I'm not going to work so my twins don't get sick?
And precisely.
Man.
It is impossible to boo the Samoan named Joe. I can't do it. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, kudos to him.
Now.
That would be like me hating John Cena. I can't do it.
No, smart man.
Mr. Make-A-Wish? Nah.
Mr. Make-A-Wish.
Mr. Wake, Make-A-Wish. Guys, question real quick. Can you imagine Roman Reigns backed by the Authority with the Authors of Pain?
Oh my God.
They would have been unstoppable.
That would be a nasty click.
Man.
And
like, just imagine, like, and just like add insult to injury, imagine if they just took the Shield bomb.
Oh, that would be more effective than the Shield bomb. Like
my goodness.
I would have loved to see Roman come back and do that. And just for shits and giggles, let's add Mustafa Ali and Riot Gear as like the fourth.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. And you know what will make me really happy? I honestly feel like a move that Roman Reigns could pull off that he doesn't utilize but could. Imagine if he had a flying splash, like a super fly splash.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. It's like, and they could play it up like he doesn't really get hurt because he has like the chest protector on.
Exactly. And the thing is like you got the Authors of Pain set up, they power bomb, and then he just jumps off the rope with the splash.
Off their shoulders.
Oh my God. Yo.
Oh man, that'd be interesting.
That'd be ruthless. You know what's not interesting?
What's not interesting?
Two other people on this podcast right now because they are barely saying anything.
Well, I was letting y'all talk.
Wow, that's funny.
Come on,
I was letting y'all talk.
I know
we need y'all to talk.
I know we're off topic. I know we're way off topic.
We were way off topic, but that happens. It's good.
This is what we do here. Honestly, we're talking about The Undertaker, and I don't think Roman Reigns would be as relevant as he is now if it wasn't for The Undertaker.
Absolutely not. And that leads me to my second point as to why it was honestly one of the best things for everybody. It gave us the one thing that we honestly didn't believe that we could get from Roman Reigns. A good promo.
Yeah.
A good promo.
The best promo.
Just, like, I remember I was sitting at work, my boring job, my lovely but boring job, and just sitting down and watching Monday Night Raw because I had nothing else to do and nobody was coming to my store. And I just remember sitting there and enjoying every moment of the pure silence of Roman Reigns and the deafening boos of that stadium post-WrestleMania.
You know what it reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me of Mohammed Hassan.
Oh,
and the heat he
oh
got.
my Lord, yo.
He was over.
That was nuclear heat.
He was not over. He was way under. You don't want to be an over heel. That's like a contradiction. That's like a hot ice cream. It doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, fair.
He was an underrated PlayStation 3 classic. He was infamous.
No,
he was very infamous.
He was great, and like that's another reason we're talking about him in this podcast, because the Undertaker really made him relevant. He had like a hot 7-month run as the top heel.
Yup.
And it was at the top. It was at the worst and most perfect time for his character to be around.
He was slated to win the world title.
Yeah, and it was controversial.
Wait, this was an Arabian guy,
right?
Slated to win the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight Championship off of Batista in DC. Not only this nation's capital, but Batista's hometown.
Right. Ooh. Yeah. Imagine how that would have went, man.
Just print.
I feel like it. Yeah. That would be like setting up an industrial size heater in the locker room. Like, it prints money, and not in the best way.
Well, I mean, see, here's the deal. Everybody was for it. Like, everybody wanted to work with the guy because they knew it was money. Like, in the climate, that's money. Print money, guys. It's great. Like, okay, we're just gonna let this guy run wild, and we're gonna reap all the benefits.
I feel like if he stayed any longer, though, he would have outlived his usefulness, it would have just. I feel like he would have ended up in a situation where it would have just been him versus like John Cena, Randy Orton, Undertaker, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, and he would have just got completely destroyed for 5 minutes. And then his career would be over, and he would be relegated to superstars. And then he would end up quitting, going to the indie scenes, and probably being an actually good wrestler on the indie scenes, and then come back to WWE and be wasted again.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just gave you guys the timeline of an indie star.
It happens, but here's the thing: at that point, he's been on WrestleMania, so he has he can make money, like legit money on the indie scene.
Absolutely.
He was probably going to be one of the next big stars.
For a moment.
Yeah.
He would have had his moment.
But like you can't get buried by Undertaker, Cena, Triple H, Batista, and you come back like, yeah, this guy's still a threat, right?
Yes. I just think it was maybe one of the worst angles, but a really good attention magnet. It kept your attention because it was the villain that everybody wanted.
Okay, but and
then, at the time that was volatile.
And then you have him carrying Undertaker out. No, they carried Daivari out. Did they carry both Daivari and Undertaker? The masked men?
No, they carried I believe it was just the Undertaker.
Because then they carried a bunch of masked, big, large, militant men, and you can't tell the color of their skin because they were all covered from head to toe in black.
But what's funny is that I did more research, and the same outfit that Muhammad Hassan did when he did that to the Undertaker for that group or whatever is the same outfit that they had for WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2009.
Which outfit? Oh, in the storyline?
Yeah, in the storyline, apparently. So when you played Road to WrestleMania and you played as Chris Jericho's Road to WrestleMania, there's this attacker. There's this mystery attacker, and you're choosing between either Mr. Kennedy, who was more over in that video game than he was in real life, or Randy Orton. And they dressed up the exact same outfit as that character, that mystery attacker in the video game. So, and by the way, for those who don't know wrestling encyclopedia, 2 years ago today, Tommaso Ciampa won the NXT Championship.
And what does that have to do with the Undertaker?
Anyway, but
oh wait, hold on. Do you guys remember which storyline was it that I got you, fam? Don't worry. Which storyline was it where somebody had a lawyer? Was it the Muhammad Hassan storyline where they got a lawyer?
Yeah, it was Muhammad Hassan.
That was Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa was
Tommaso Ciampa was his lord.
Tommaso Ciampa was the verbal representation of or legal counsel. I think it was legal counsel of Muhammad Hassan, because I think that episode they had dropped that storyline with him and the Undertaker because it created so much heat.
Yeah.
Well, no, the story didn't create.
Weren't they getting pressured by the networks to cut it?
No, what happened was no, that's not what happened. I will tell you exactly what happened. Unfortunately, it coincided with the London bombing.
That's what it was.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think UPN had just told WWE to scratch that, right?
Yeah, because like it's bad at that point. Like it's too, it's just too.
It was too close.
It's too much.
Well, okay.
Because and honestly, I don't think it should have been scrapped, because let me talk into the mic, that might help. I don't think it should have been scrapped, because it was just the guy say his whole gimmick was, I'm a regular person like you and you and you and you, and like I pay taxes. Why are you treating me like shit?
Yeah.
That was the whole premise of the story. That was it. Like it wasn't even a like, hey, you guys suck. It was just like, no, I just want to be a person.
And it's like when you get like that, of course you just want to be seen as a normal person, and the Undertaker is far from that, because the person Mark Calloway is a normal person, of course. The Undertaker is far from that. He's an icon, the legend, and that is just a testament to show you how good he is, because he just never breaks character.
Right.
And it's that effect that it just had on the entire wrestling world. He just showed how much dominance he had as a performer.
Okay, so let me. I was actually on my way there.
I
was on my way there.
Oh, I see. My apologies. I didn't mean to cut you off.
See what had happened. See, what I was gonna say was, so Muhammad Hassan just like the Undertaker did not break character. I think he is like the hugest influence on wrestling culture, whereas you're not breaking character.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, Muhammad Hassan was always in character. Let's clear this up right now. This man was not Arab American. He was Italian.
Wait, huh?
That's right. He wasn't he?
Hey, who?
Muhammad Hassan was Italian.
What? Oh.
He is. What are you talking about?
He is still Italian, but like back then he was Italian. He wasn't Arab American. He just put like the super tanning oil on. And like
okay.
So he was Italian, and even though he was Italian, he didn't break character at all. Okay. I think the only time he did something out of character, and he got called on it in Australia, because I was watching. I was just watching his interview with Chris Van Vliet like yesterday at work. But
nice, you should.
I did, and he was saying the only time he really got real life heat, where he had to be like, "Hey guys, I'm not Muslim. I'm Italian. I'm Catholic." He was in Australia drinking with the rest of the wrestlers, and devout Muslims don't drink.
Gotcha.
And so he had the whole get up on. He's drinking with the guys, and he got pressed like, "Yo, what's going on here? Like, we don't drink, you know." So that was the only time he had to be like, "Hey, whoa, chill. I'm Italian. I only do this for television."
Right. Now, what I'm curious, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on too, is that do you think if WWE would have gone full with the Muhammad Hassan gimmick, and there wasn't a problem with like networking and then the whole bombing situation, do you think that he could have been a potential threat at facing Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
I think he would have had a good like 3 year, 3 year run, you know?
Right.
Nothing
Probably
like
would take her on and off.
Yeah, so it would have been nothing Hall of Fame worthy, but you do need like these wrestlers who come in and do their job for like 3 to 5 years and they go away.
Santino.
Who else comes to mind? Eugene.
Robert Conway.
Jillian.
Yeah.
Robert Conway.
No, not Robert Conway.
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich didn't even last that long.
Snitsky. Gene Snitsky.
Snitsky is a good one. Snitsky.
Mike Knox.
I side note, I really like the Heidenreich's theme song.
I don't remember.
They put a lot of work into Heidenreich's theme song.
And not a lot of work into his character.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman is kind of responsible for the Undertaker, so it's fitting he comes up here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He worked with Undertaker in WCW, and was if you listen to the last episode, you'd hear the bio. Somebody didn't pay attention.
Wow.
I do all this work and nobody listens to it. Guys, go listen to the last podcast, please.
I listen to every single episode.
Okay, what did we talk about last episode?
Yeah.
Moving on. The people I make this podcast with don't even listen. You're all fired.
Wow. Okay,
Jesus.
listen. In my defense, I've been dealing with a lot out here, and
Except
I'm
for
3
you.
hours ahead of you guys.
Except for you.
Okay, I would say, give me a break. I'm trying. The champ don't got time for this. You already know my time is money.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired. All y'all fired. Everybody fire everybody.
Jesus
You
Christ.
fire me because I don't accept that.
It's funny you should say that. It's funny. Hey, champ, should we do it now?
Hey, let's hit him with it. Let's hit him with it.
No.
Let's hit
Oh,
it with
no.
All right. We said we was going to save this to the end of the episode, but I feel like this is fitting. Do you guys want to know the new mystery sponsor for the Second Turnbuckle Podcast?
What's up?
Tell him. Hold on, JJ. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
You gotta let him know.
I got to tell him.
You gotta tell him.
I'm going to tell him.
Tell him, Jay.
I'm going to tell him.
You gotta hit him with it.
I'm gonna tell
You gotta hit him with it.
Guys,
Hit him, Jay.
the new sponsor for the Second Turnbuckle Wrestling Podcast is the Top Guy Management Group.
There it is, folks.
Oh my
Top Management Group in the building. You already know we serving it up for the 99, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s.
The 2020s. Oh, it's going to be a great year.
It's on.
If
Top
anyone
Guy Management Group.
If anyone was wondering why I didn't win the Golden Turnbuckle sooner, it's 'cause I can't win the Golden Turnbuckle and run the show.
That's why the prodigal son had to return. I came off my hiatus to gain my birthright, my champion.
You're what?
My
His
goal.
birthright.
Wait, I put in a call. I said I can't do this all by myself. And
Woke me up out my slumber like I'm Alucard.
who better than Fes Lo Dollars?
The moneymaker.
Well,
I would say Rainmaker, but that's copyright.
is it anyway?
The Moneymaker is copyright too, ain't it? Because, Miz says it a lot.
No,
Hey, listen, shut up. Ain't
it's
nobody
not
asking you.
copyrighted. You can't copyright something that's not directly involved with the gimmick. So just because somebody says it a lot, you can't copyright it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think this is a good time to put in a message from our other sponsor, Anchor. They're cool too. They're not as cool as the Top Guy Management Group, but they were our first sponsor. So we're just gonna show them some love real quick, and we'll talk some more Undertaker stuff when we get back. We'll get into some fan reactions, and we'll talk about what the Top Guy Management Group has in store for season 2 of the Second Turnbuckle Podcast. Spoiler alert, Mike, Commissioner, you're fired. All right, like I said, Mike, you're fired.
Bullshit. No, this is absolutely atrocious. You know what? Forget that. Pick whatever commissioner you want, because whatever the case may be, I'm still better. I'm Sock Monkey Mike.
Hey,
I'm
Fes.
still the best in this
Hey,
damn
Fes.
business. So
He didn't listen to me. How about you tell him?
Commissioner, you are fired. But instead, we would like to upgrade your position if you...
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. he not yet. No, he got to learn first.
How about a probationary period?
Yeah, we'll give him. We'll see how he acts for the next 4 podcast episodes.
Oh wow! Okay.
If he can keep his comments to himself and
Get his
calm
shit
his
together.
ego, because his ego is all over the place, and honestly, it could never be me.
Nah.
But
Wow.
if he can keep his ego to himself for 4 episodes, we may have a deal for you.
Yeah, we may have a position. We may have an opening.
Dang, giving me that Sammy Guevara love. Okay.
Sammy Guevara should have been suspended for a lot longer than he was.
I need to see at least 3 more months.
I need to see at least 3 months. Like in 1 month. Like
at least.
That didn't hurt his pockets like that.
He got the Brock Turner.
Oh,
like no, I want to see. I really want to make. You should really be sorry. Like I understand, and part of the problem is he can't wrestle anywhere else because everything else is closed. And like, so I guess all he did like the whole time was do the sensitivity training. But like, I don't even know what the sensitivity training was.
They didn't show anything. They give us no information on what's going on with these superstars and how they're handling this business. And it's like they say, yes, you're suspended for clearly like outrageous comments and uncalled for comments.
Right.
And actions.
And then actions. And it's like 1 month. You give him 1 month. You might as well have told him go sit in the corner for 10 seconds.
Right.
So no, his pockets needed to hurt for at least half a year. So he understood.
I don't know about half a year.
Yeah, more than a month.
At least, okay, let's say at least 3 months, since we can't really come up with something that we agree on. At least 3 months.
I would say 3.5 months. 3.5.
Okay.
Because what he's only really missing 4 days of work a month.
Even still,
think about it. Think about
that's a lot more. That's a lot more than a lot of people right now.
No, but see, I'm still essential.
And he's getting paid bucks. All right.
So I'm still essential. So if I got suspended for 4 days, that's under a week.
And 4 days for him is what?
So you shoot a AEW Dark and Dynamite on the same day, obviously. So you're missing 4 days of work.
That's a month.
And
that's literally a month.
And you're also an independent contractor, so you don't have to pay for a hotel room, you don't have to pay for a plane ticket or a rental car. So, how much money did he really lose?
Nothing.
He saved money if you think about it.
He really did.
If he was still getting... So, here's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see, for the month Sammy Guevara was out, him donate all of his merch sales, which probably went down, to a battered women's shelter. Publicly.
I need to see him open a dialogue with Sasha, like in a video format. I need those two to sit down and talk.
I need to know.
I need to see a physical and verbal apology from Sammy to Sasha.
Yeah, that would work. Like for sure.
Screw company lines, screw contracts. I need to see that.
I can't tell if he's sorry or not.
I mean, we already knew he was sorry for that comment.
Really though? Like, was he sorry?
I need to see it. We know he was sorry for that. I need to see an apologetic Sammy. I need Sammy to apologize as a human being to another human being. That was mad disrespectful. It was out of line, and he did not get enough punishment for that.
So I don't know if he's sorry, and let me tell you why. You play a jerk on TV. play a little jerk off on TV. Look.
Damn.
And then you come back. Am I wrong?
No.
All right. So you come back and you're still the same cocky asshole. So there's nothing to show the general public that he's sorry for what he did, besides a tweet and a YouTube video. It was still monetized.
I would say he needs to be kicked out of the inner circle. Like,
that's too far.
No, kicked out of the inner circle?
Kick him out of the inner circle.
Why?
And the reason why is, like, if you're going to take him out for a month, if you're only giving him a month off, kick him out of the inner circle, make him work from the bottom all the way up.
Ooh.
Pay his dues.
So
pay his dues again. Pay his dues again.
Basically, be on Dark every single week and
yes, superstar him for a while.
But he was on Dark every single week for a while.
And he needs to stay there. He doesn't need to be on the main show. If that's how they're going to treat this, and they need to give him a worthy punishment.
Okay.
You know, like, what he did was, I'm going to say this, it wasn't worthy enough of him getting fired. You know? I will say that, but it is worthy of a worse punishment than 1 month off of TV.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't say give him Dark, because Dark is still getting a paycheck. I'd like to see what I already said. Anyway, we're off topic. Back to The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Was The Undertaker ever fired on programming like Mike just was?
No, I don't believe so, because, you know, The Undertaker's an actual star.
Damn, okay.
Jesus. Just burnt that boy.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
He was too important to fire.
Oh. Wow.
My goodness.
That's funny. Oh, man. And he can't say nothing back. Oh, wow.
This is going to be a fun 4 episodes.
That's hilarious. So, and when I said 4 episodes, that does not include this one.
Wow.
I don't know. Technically, we got to count this episode.
No, we don't.
We got to count this episode, because if we don't count this episode, that means he can talk as reckless as he wants to us.
But he has to go soon. Anyway, why would you say that and let him know that he can do that this episode?
I'm just letting you know. We can't have any weaknesses, so we got to let him know. This episode counts.
Fine, 5 episodes.
But
oh, my goodness.
4.5. 4.5 episodes.
4.5.
Yeah, you keep laughing. You
what?
Yeah. What was that?
You gonna talk to your boss like that? You gonna talk to your boss like that? That's what I thought.
No,
better be
sorry,
careful.
almighty sir. I'm sorry.
Better be careful. We write your paychecks.
Damn.
That's what I thought, Mark.
Sorry, master.
That's good enough.
Okay, now you just made it weird.
Only for you. I actually prefer to be called master.
Oh, okay.
Master Skywalker.
No. I can't give you my full title here. I can't. Anyway, guys, how important is the Undertaker to the WWE? I feel like if there was a Mount Rushmore of world wrestling entertainment, 4 faces on there.
His face would always be among anybody's list.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That is a solid list. That is a really solid list.
Yeah, so that's not counting like Ric Flair was just on wrestling Mount Rushmore in general. That's why I didn't include him.
He's not in WWE because he didn't start in WWE and he wasn't a WWE homegrown talent.
Oh, most of his career is outside of WWE if you think about it.
Yeah.
This is the truth.
WCW, NWA. I'd even go as far to say TNA.
I forgot he was there. Oh man!
Now look, he collected enough of a paycheck to someone get a bounce.
Hey,
I wouldn't say
listen.
bounce back, but he got a jump.
Listen, if it wasn't for that Jay Lethal promo, I almost totally forgot it was here.
That Jay Lethal promo is gonna go down in history as one of the best promos of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't care. And, like, if you're talking comedy, it is top 5.
Yeah.
That isn't my Rushmore of top 5 of top 4 like comedy moments in wrestling. Just watching Ric Flair go from just regular Ric Flair, tomato Ric Flair, frothing at the mouth Ric Flair, and then just going all over the place, like blowing steam out of his ears, Ric Flair.
Hey,
it was hilarious.
When you see 2 dogs and they pass each other on the street and they just start barking.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Oh my god.
See, and you thought I was.
No, you are crazy. What? No thought. Anyway,
this is the most off the rails Undertaker podcast we were going to have.
Well, I mean, listen, we gave him the whole produced whatever thing last week. This is just fans talking about the Undertaker. Now let's talk about
this. This is Shoot the Shit Saturday.
Yeah, this is the Undertaker. This is the Undertaker shoot the shit episode.
Okay.
Basically, it's gonna be
get in where you fit in.
And if you don't, you don't.
What? If you don't know, well, now you know.
So, guys, let's talk about the fan reaction of Undertaker's retiring.
That was...
Well, don't sit here and say, okay, talk about it.
Right, talk about it. Like, I would say that outpouring of support was bigger than Daniel Bryan's retiring.
Well, I mean, I already knew that Daniel Bryan wasn't going to stay retired, even when he said he was going to retire. So
I thought he was.
Nah.
I thought it was work.
Yeah, me too. But, I mean, technically it wasn't work because he's wrestling now. But,
True.
What was I about to say? So we have half the fans that were supported and the other half is like, finally. And then a few people said, I think he should have retired 5 years ago. And what I can say is none of them are wrong.
Yeah, The Undertaker could have retired at any point after his last bout with Michaels.
I mean, shoot, he could have retired after End of an Era.
He really could have. He gave us like 2 more insanely good matches after that. I'm not going to count the Brock Lesnar one because it's Lesnar, but like he could have easily just
okay,
said
hold on,
whatever.
Wait a minute. You talk about the Brock Lesnar match like the series of matches that they had weren't great.
Oh, they are, but I'm not going to say the match that started it all was great.
Okay, so let's not shit on the Lesnar series, but the Lesnar match, the end of the streak match was garbage.
The first Lesnar match was terrible, but the matches that preceded it were amazing.
So times I feel like Undertaker should have retired after he beat Lesnar, like after he got his win back. Go home.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else to prove.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
he could have just wrapped it up after that.
Right. That's what we were saying with the point of what you, Denzel. You know how you write a paragraph and you introduce your thought and then you explain it and then you have like the concluding sentence at the end. You're like the concluding. You're the concluding sentence of every thought in this damn podcast because you say exactly what we just said.
Cold-blooded.
Just softly and monotonely at the end.
Oh, wow.
My God. Hey, look, he's calling you out of your shit.
I mean, am I wrong?
Damn.
I mean, all I gotta say is, it's like, if you have something to say, elaborate on it, man. We got time.
We do have time.
The commissioner doesn't have time, but we got time.
The commissioner has about 6 minutes.
Commissioner got things to do.
You're not the commissioner anymore. That's one
Right,
thing
that's
you don't have to do is be the commissioner.
Right now, you're just Sock Monkey Mike.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Michael.
Okay. Wow, pulling out the cape.
Every time you mess up, we're gonna take a word out of that. You mess up again, you're just gonna be Sock Monkey.
Hey, that's better than being called Sock.
Okay, Sock.
Hey,
One more
you
time.
keep messing up, you're gonna become Sock.
Oh,
One more time, Sock.
You got one more Sock.
No comment.
Right.
This man said I'm staying away from the press.
So a big thing about the Undertaker is he wrestled hurt all the time.
Right.
I mean, when you're as tall as he is, like, it's almost impossible to get away from injury.
So you think taller wrestlers get hurt more than shorter wrestlers?
I mean, if you're tall and you walk into a doorway, or if you walk into stuff, you will get hurt, wouldn't you?
Oh my god.
So yes, the taller you are. Well, here's the thing. Scientifically, the taller you are, the less life you are going to have. Your life isn't going to be as long as somebody who's shorter than you.
First of all,
Your body can't keep up. Hey, I'm 6'2", all right, man.
Oh, I forgot. We about the same.
Right, stop playing games.
Wait, you are?
Yes.
Oh.
Denzel is 4'11".
Yeah, no,
Psych.
Denzel gonna live like a mole rat when the world gets nuked. He's gonna be under the ground.
With
He's gonna come
with his vast collection of wrestling knowledge.
That's right. He's gonna be the savior of the new world with his wrestling knowledge. He's gonna bring everybody peace.
They're gonna have the
He's gonna
best
make
wrestling
all
ever.
this message.
It's like the Chronicles of Riddick.
The
Only funnier.
the Chronicles of the Chronicles of Lenzed.
Valencia.
It's Lesned, sir.
Les who?
Lesned.
Yes.
It's so unoriginal.
Lesnar.
It might not be original, but I like it.
And look, it is what it is. It's his name. We can't fault him for it.
Let's call him Lesnerd.
Oh my god.
Lesnerd.
Lesnerd.
Yo.
That's Brock
It's
Lesnar.
like, dude, it's like Gilbert. Only for
Oh
Lesnar.
my.
It's Brock Lesnar.
It's Lesnar. Hold on. Hey, look. If him and Mike get together in a tag team, it's Sock Lesnar.
Oh my
Say that louder for the people in the back.
goodness. No.
Wait a minute.
Please no.
That's
Please
the
don't
tag
make
team.
that.
It's Sock Lesnar.
Oh my fucking god.
The tag team
Guys,
champions of the world.
Oh my god, that would be that's like the Rock and Sock connection. Only
No.
awful.
Call them the Brock and Sock connection.
Oh my goodness.
I am this.
Yo, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Yo.
Really
Oh,
crap.
this is so great.
I'm just done.
Oh god.
Woo.
You guys are yourselves.
What?
I know, we're amazing.
Aren't you fired?
Oh yeah. And speaking about that, I'm out of here. So guess what? Second Turnbuckle Podcast. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. But then now I have to be Sammy Guevara and have to be nice on my good behavior. So until next time, follow the OGSTP on every single social media platform.
Every single
out there
one.
Every single one of them.
for the most underrated podcast and the best podcast in professional wrestling.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
until next time, fuck the champ.
Ooh.
And the quarter's actually nice, and
Thank you. I appreciate it.
and whoever else I didn't mention is pretty nice, except for the champ. All right, see ya and goodbye.
Love you too, Kamish. Love you too.
Wait, he's not the commissioner anymore.
But here he goes. Please follow Sock Monkey Mike on all social media platforms. That is at Sock Monkey Mike.
Jump
That is
in.
on YouTube. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's back. He's
Wait,
back.
what?
All right, I forgot to mention. Don't forget to follow the podcast again. All right, I'm actually gone.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Leave it up to the commish to ruin his own plug. I was
His
just getting ready to
own
finish
plug.
his plug, and he ruined his own plug.
Hey, listen.
Jesus.
Wait. If you guys can look at the group chat, check it out.
Yes, Brock Lesnar. It's time. It's time.
Wait, what?
This man has a new name. His
Don't
entire theme song is going to be done on kazoos.
I hate it.
Don't you dare change it.
I hate it.
Every time you change it, we're going to change it back. It's over.
Don't you fucking dare.
He's going to have a t-shirt that says, I hate it here.
I'm tired of this church.
For real.
I'm tired.
Oh, man.
I hope you know now we're going to have to make a t-shirt where you're just like dressed up as Brock Lesnar. We're gonna get Sock Monkey Mike to dress up as a very skinny, very tall
Mankind.
Oh my god.
The Brock and Sock connection.
Put a ball cap on him.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. You guys don't know what you've done for me today.
I regret my life.
At this point?
Yes.
Just now?
Yes.
No sooner?
Yes.
Oh, I'm about to say, if you haven't had any regrets at this point in life, you're doing good. You're doing better than me. I regret life.
Haven't we all had regrets at some point?
I regret life every day. I gotta wake up and go to work at an office building in the middle of a pandemic.
I regret eating some vegetarian supplements for meat because some of them are garbage as shit.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian and they're garbage. There's some of them that are just like Light Life. God, no.
I did not know you were a vegetarian.
You didn't know I was vegetarian?
No.
Did you just give up on meat? Like you just got tired of it?
Oh, dude, I did it cold turkey. It was like one day I had like a full steak burrito, and the next day I was just like, all right, I'm no longer eating meat, and it's been almost a year and a half now.
Why?
How's that working for you?
Great. I have lost a lot of weight. I have lost since changing, like by not eating meat. I have lost almost 40 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
I can't do it, but okay.
I can't do it either, man.
Oh no, I would only recommend it to people who like. If you like have a staple, I would recommend it. Like my thing was grilled cheese.
Okay.
So like, I would eat a lot of grilled cheeses when I started, and then after that, it just kind of delved down. I started finding more better substitutes. But no, don't ever eat Light Life. Garbage.
I had a vegan protein chocolate chip cookie from an Arco one time, and it set my mouth on ablaze. I was so upset.
That sounds awful.
It was gross.
Terrible.
Like
there are some things that you just can't make vegan supplements for, and some like sweets. That's one of them.
I had another vegan chocolate chip cookies that my mom got the recipe. It was avocado. I was just like, oh no, this is gross. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
No. I think like the weirdest thing I've had was it was a chicken nugget, and it's made out of peas. So it's like when you eat it. Hold on, no, don't get me wrong. It tastes amazing, but when you eat it, it tastes like ramen. It tastes like cup of noodles.
Okay. But it's supposed to taste like a chicken nugget.
It's supposed to, but it tastes like cup of noodles.
That's fucking gross.
It tastes like Maruchan, and it's amazing.
That's fucking gross, Chase. Get that shit out of
here. Would you eat cup of noodles?
I do eat cup of noodles, but that's beside the point.
Then you would eat, I'm telling you, you would eat that. And once you eat it, you'd be like, this does taste like Maruchan, and you'd keep eating it because it's strangely addictive.
No, I'm good. Anyway,
it's really good. It's really good on a biscuit.
On a biscuit?
On a biscuit.
A biscuit.
Biscuits in great. Yeah.
Oh, made me a man. Whatever happened to Jesse?
I have no clue. He took a photo with Luke Gallows a while back, though.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's doing good for himself.
I hope so. Is he still wrestling?
No, I don't think so.
So,
you know the strangest thing, though? Jimmy Wang Yang owns, like, a party bus.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Didn't Jimmy Wang Yang have a match with The Undertaker?
He might have. That was during that era of Undertaker just wrestling everybody on the roster.
You know, Luke Gallows kind of owes piece of his career to The Undertaker, too.
Yeah, wasn't he fake Kane or fake Undertaker?
He was fake Kane.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about fake Undertaker.
Oh no!
Big Undertaker. I forgot about that. Like until you said like Gallows.
But like that was before the whole Festus thing, and then he got fired, and then it was Festus. Then he wasn't Festus, and he was Luke Gallows with the Straight Edge Society, who like feuded with the Undertaker in that time as well.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Jimmy Wang Yang has ever had a match against Undertaker.
Let's look it up.
I just searched it. It's nowhere.
Oh, wow.
If you type in Jimmy Wang Yang versus Undertaker, all you get is like him versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, okay.
And Ezekiel Jackson, and then like an Undertaker promo, and then the only thing that says Undertaker versus Jimmy Wang Yang, it says, hold on, my bad. The Undertaker versus Jimmy Wang Jang.
Huh?
And it is like a SmackDown versus Raw video.
Jimmy Wang Jang.
Jimmy Wang Jang.
Well, you know what? I feel like we've run the course for this episode. I feel like this is it. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, what else can we say about the Undertaker? That hasn't been said. That hasn't been said because I mean, you said other things before.
We said everything. A lot of the things that I said got cut off in the last episode. May it rest in peace. But
we don't acknowledge that here.
Man, I wish we'd.
I was just like, damn. All this shit that I said was just gone. And it's like, it's gonna be apparent like halfway through. I'm just out of here. It's like I disappeared.
Especially the end of that episode.
I forgot the end. See, y'all, the greats have a short memory. Y'all aren't great.
See, but here's the thing: how can you be great if you don't remember every battle?
Ooh.
Okay, see, I didn't come up with that. Somebody else came up with it. So you need to take that. You need.
What?
I can fire you too, sir.
Oh.
Hey, look, I will Medusa this belt. I will Medusa this belt, and I will head to another podcast.
Medusa the belt. What the hell is that? Why is it so loud?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Medusa the belt.
Oh no. Please don't.
The belt
only at the Second Turnbuckle
the belt
podcast,
that hasn't been commissioned yet.
Like this. We're getting the belt commission, folks. It's gonna happen.
He's gonna commission it, and then it's gonna get thrown away.
Right.
He just said that.
Jay's gonna commission it. It's gonna be sent to me. I'm gonna throw it in a trash can, and I'm gonna mail it back in the trash can.
Oh no.
And the trash can's gonna have assorted candies in it. And a thank you note.
Can you imagine paying the shipping for the belt and the trash can? I don't think you want to do that.
And listen, the trash can is gonna be small, just like it was on WCW. Hey, listen, she straight up picked up the smallest trash can and dropped that belt in, and the belt fit. That's sad.
It was a tiny ass belt.
That was a tiny belt.
It was.
That was an actual belt. That was a leather belt with an expensive belt buckle.
What?
I said just like the AEW Women's Championship. You see how small that belt is?
Dude, that belt is ridiculously small.
Like the only person that made it look small was a old huge ass
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose, yeah. Nyla Rose is built like Denzel.
Jesus.
I'm mad that you didn't even deny it. You just said, "Oh damn."
He said, "Oh Jesus."
He just kind of took it.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
But my thing is like, has any wrestling company really gotten women's belts right besides Impact and Stardom?
Yes, they have. Yes.
So.
WWE got the women's tag team championship belts amazingly correct.
Okay. All right, yes. Those belts are great.
Well, the NXT Women's Championship looks pretty good, too.
The NXT Women's Championship is a carbon copy of the male's NXT Championship.
And the male's looks great.
We don't count copies, which is why I'm not counting WWE's women's belts. SmackDown and Raw's women's belts are garbage.
Well, they're literally copies of each other just with different colors.
Well, I mean, the first one was great, but then the second one was It's just blue. The
only difference.
Yeah.
Well, all right. we'll take it out here because we're just rambling at this point.
That's
we're
the beauty of
way
the
off
Second
topic.
Turnbuckle Podcast.
Yeah.
We
guys,
just talk.
we just talk like regular wrestling fans. What was that? Denzel.
What?
Denzel.
What?
Mute your mic. Somebody having a whole conversation back there.
That was out in the hallway. I'm in my room.
I don't care. I hear
How
it.
can you hear the hallway in your room?
It must not be a large room.
It's not a big room.
They got
That man's computer, that man's mic is sitting right next to the doorway, and the door is
wait. They got Denzel shoved in the Harry Potter room.
It's super
In the Harry
small,
Potter
but it's not the biggest room in the house. I don't have a master bedroom. Damn.
He's in the Harry Potter closet.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, hold on. Hey, listen. That Harry Potter room probably had damn good acoustics. Let's be real. He can record a whole series, a whole gameplay series in that room.
So
and it
maybe
would sound fantastic.
So maybe he's not in the closet.
He was just a really good YouTuber.
He was ahead of his time.
Right, he was ahead of his time.
Oh wow. All right, we're just gonna end right here. Follow us where you follow us. Y'all know the game by now. I'm gonna record it so we don't have to say it at the end of every episode. Thank you for listening to season 1 of the Second Turnbuckle Podcast. We will see you in season 2, coming to you next Saturday.
Catch you guys in the next one.
All right.